Hello, welcome to another video from the Ice Bear. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share with your friends, and here we go.
Okay, we're all loaded up, ready to go. On the trailer, all strapped down, got all the bits and pieces in the van. Waiting on the Windlight Wizard to turn up, aka Graham, and then we'll set off for mapping. Hello, we have made it. Doc's here. Windlight Wizard's here, look. And we're at EFI parts. Oh, we're in. Getting strapped down, ready to go. And so it begins! Hi. Now at this point in the video we've done some steady state tuning stuff. I found the front brake caliper was sticking on the passenger side, so as you can see in later clips, clamped the line off and freed the caliper off, stop that happening again. Put a fresh set of plugs in, as it was on old plugs after being run on the base maps and it's a lot of fuel and stuff. So fresh set of plugs in, calipers freed off, try some more. Quick stop for some new plugs and free the caliper off, and away we go. The doc's on it, look, monitoring. Off we go again. Next run, gate pressure, 15 psi. Let's see what it does. This next pass is still gate pressure, just with a tick more timing in it, to see if that picks up any. Here we go. Next up, 20 psi, just cracking over 400 horsepower. Okay, next up, one more PSI, so up to 21 pounds of boost now, 410 horsepower. If we can keep going like that for a pound per 10 horsepower, we'll be well happy. As you'll notice in the next run, the front bumper's not on the car, because when it was strapped down, big cross with the ratchet straps went right under the exhaust, which has burnt through one and snapped it off. So they strapped it from the front bumper bar and solved that problem, and here's the next run. Okay, here we go. Starting to lean on it a bit more. Now at 23 psi, making that bit more power. So let's keep at it. Here we are. This is where shit starts going fucking wrong. Next run, going through, gets to 130 odd mile an hour and kablamo! Fucking tyre blows apart and ends up looking like this. As you can see, this isn't great. Tyre blew apart, basically delaminated. Sidewalls are still there, but the treads come flying off. Bits went fucking flying everywhere. It smashed through the dyno controller wire that goes from the wall into the car. Obviously, it slapped through a wideband wire as well and caused a bit of a mess. I'd like to apologise on here to Chris at EFI Parts for causing such a drama. Thankfully, he did get it all fixed and he was back up and running later that evening. But it was me being a tight arse with cheap tyres on there that weren't suitable. He let me go on them, but it's, you know, I should have known better. and we should have used better tyres. So that's where we ended up. So we're off to Santa Pod. Let's see how we get on at the Run What You Brung, shall we? Okay, so we've made it to Pod. We're all set up on the new rims that are cooler than penguin piss. They've done a checkout pass, and this dickhead right here didn't put enough fucking fuel in it. So hit the launcher right, clutch slipper's working, burnout mode's working, launch was fine, felt great, sounded good, sounded awesome in fact. But then the O2 correction was kicking in. Didn't know that at the time. I've since seen the data log, obviously. Having said that, half track I got a base pressure fuel warning, and into fourth gear it just fell on its face. But that's, as I say, because this dickhead forgot to put fuel in it after the dyno session. Well, so there's more fuel going in it now. We're having some lunch, and then we'll be back at it. We'll see you in a bit with an update. Well, just another run there, and as you can tell, I'm at the end of the track, which can only mean one thing: I've broken it. Down the end of the run there, wideband came up saying O2 sensor disconnected. No idea what's that about, but it's still there and it's still plugged in, so whether the sensor's failed or whatever, I don't know. But that's the least of the problem, because if I open, as we can see, if we go inside, if we look at the side of the clutch pedal there, that's hanging, that white bit should be connected, should not be hanging down. So fuck knows what we're going to do about that. Yeah, well, we'll see what we can do. Okay, massive shout out to the Winlight Wizard, aka Graham. We are all fixed and back together. Clutch is back in, new wideband went in because that decided to throw its hand in and all. Just been and done another run, trying to get hold of the 60 foot. We're going to work on that a little more. That was an 11.9 run at 120. But this not a great 60 foot, so we'll give it a hit again now. 6 o'clock now, so we've got 2 hours to get some more runs in. So we'll see what goes on and see what happens. Oh, and we've asked for the boost to come in a little bit earlier. Hopefully that can pick up a bit mile an hour. Oh, and taking a bit of fuel out because it was a bit fat. So fingers crossed. Let's see what happens on this run. See you then. Morning all. It's Sunday morning. We got a run in last night and new PB 11:45. 123 mile an hour, so PB on both time and mile an hour. However, new problem, it felt like the clutch slipper was kicking in from gear changes, because it spiked revs and then dropped and then pulled back through. It wasn't the clutch slipper coming on, so it was the clutch. We're hoping, or I'm hoping, the clutch was hot because it was 2 runs fairly close together with much more aggressive burnouts and launches these days, with the more power in the fuel tank and stuff, so we shall see. Just warmed the car up Sunday morning, and another problem, alternator's now going, not today, so okay, it's been a nightmare this weekend, but hey ho, we'll keep trying and we'll see what happens. So we're going to do, the plan is to do 1 run this morning. If the clutch is still slipping, then that'll be it. I'll just load it up, take it back, there's no point trying to do it else with it, the clutch slipping like that, which sacks tomorrow off, which is the test day for Scott Lewis test day. Yeah, so we'll see if we can maybe jimmy the wire on the alternator for now and see if it charges or get it to somewhat charging. So at the moment it's sat there at 11.5 volts, which is no use to anybody. Yeah, we'll let you know how you get on. Cheers.
Baker is 10-second Honda Civic. Now right now Al will be excited because he's out in front of what was a really consistent Civic yesterday, all the way to the finish line, 11:35 to an 11:36 at 124, new personal best for Alan Kenyon.
Here we are again, folks. Did a run this morning and another personal best, which was, oh, where's my bit of paper gone? Here it is. 11:36 at 124. So again, PB for mile an hour and for time. Clutch wasn't as bad, but still slipping, and also the fuel situation isn't great. The standard fuel tank sloshing to the back, and it's take the fuel away. So on that run, the PB run of 11.3, I hit the fuel safety, so I put a limiter in for a little while, then gave it me back, and the clutch slipper was slipping not clutch slipper, sorry, the clutch was slipping right in the gear changes. Only on the 3.4 as I really felt it. So yeah, that's going to do us for today, and Bin's off tomorrow, so I'll be back at work tomorrow, so I may as well work and earn rather than be here and spend. So, and then we'll get a plan in place for Graham. I've already got fuel pumps that I bought off Terry, so need a tank making to fit in the front of the car there, get them pumps mounted, and then that takes away the fuel problem completely. Get a new clutch in it, and yeah, we should be somewhere there. And we'll have to alter the ramp for first gear, because the reason my 60 foots are off is because I'm starting the gear change at 1.25 seconds and then finishing the gear change sort of 1.5 seconds, which is why the 60 foots are that little bit higher than what they used to be. Because they used to be high 1.6s, low 1.7s for 60 foot, whereas now I'm high 1.7s, 1.80, you know. So if we can shorten that up a bit, or maybe flatten the curve, as Boris Johnson liked to say, flatten the curve for first gear to let it have it a bit more, maybe a touch more revs in first, just to get us out further down the track before the gear change, and hopefully that'll shorten the times even more. And then if the fuel situation's better, it won't give me a fuel cut or hit the limit or anything, and obviously a clutch in won't slip. So add them things up and we're really knocking on the door of that 10. So we'll give it a go, ready for door slammers, and get all that stuff done, and let's have it.